would be best if you went to go get the ones that I'm not trying to get.
So shit, well, we in a fight, and the majority of them hoes, boy, they ain't going nowhere.
They come off 1 5-star, so I could go ahead and have enough points to invite some of the others. So you better go after them guys I came off of.
If you came off on, that means they was never on my radar. That means that they weren't important enough to be on my radar. So you came off on probably for the same reason that I never put them on mine. You did.
Welcome to Lawrence, Kent, and pay heed all who enter, and beware, these Jayhawks can play a little football too. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Kansas Jayhawks. For BettysBoyz College Football, I'm Bruce Davis, Nick Paul again, Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Razorbacks will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Jayhawks offense will get the first crack at it here. And not only is this guy the engine of the offense. There's a certain charisma that he has that sort of elevates everyone.
He's got a moxie about him, Reese. It just seems like when he's in the huddle, he's got 10 other sets of eyeballs looking at him and believing in him to lead this offense down the field towards scoring points. This guy is a leader in every sense of the word.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Yes, sir.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let them get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. So Arkansas's offense will go to work for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, Dave, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Rides to the back. Nice.
See, he's quarterback to run him over.
Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
They're going to test that run defense to the right here. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Now, a couple of times historically that the SEC has reached into the Big 12 during an expansion era, and the Big 12 would love to land a blow on the field here in this one.
Yeah, I think there probably is some of that with the Big 12. A lot of these teams, they used to be in our conference, and you've kind of ruined what we had built. So we got a chance now to make a dent, to show you, like, we're not just your little recruiting system and little farm team, Jesse. Like, we're a real conference that wants to come out and make a statement.
I agree, David. I think the Big 12 throughout the years here recently has done a good job reloading and bringing in good quality programs with a lot of talented football players and those wide open, up-tempo, high-scoring offenses that can give any SEC defense problems.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. Scanning the field, it's Green. Flips it out to the back. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
To the air on first down. Slips a tackle. Moving out of the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. Got some room in under the goal line. And he runs in for the score. Touchdown, Arkansas!
good about. Take away the pass, and what does the quarterback do? He pulls it down and just shows the speed, basically becomes a running back, takes it all the way to the house, and makes your defense look silly.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And it was closed out by the fantastic 25-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Not a lot of space to be found.
Oh, no. I ain't been watching first take.
The Kansas offense returns to the field.
Yeah, I had to look into it.
3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's got it again. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Jayhawks will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Running it back, it's Anthony. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of bounce, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
That is some bitch fast.
And you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, your defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Looking for a man, it's Green. A little screen to the running back. Just steamrolling his way through. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
Well, that was a dart right there. He's going to give Arkansas a chance because in the old days in the SEC, you had to run the football if you were going to win championships. Today, you better be able to get it done through the air. We think of all the great play callers in this league and all the Heisman Trophy winners this league has seen at the QB position in recent years. You better be able to do it throwing the ball. This guy, I think, gives Arkansas a chance with his arm.
From the gun, running back gets to give. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Coaches always
now they slowing up.
Ahead of the chance. And
Okay.
Run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They go to the ground. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
Wow, what an impressive-looking run. You think back to some of the greatest rushing offenses in the SEC in recent years. Remember that offense that had Darren McFadden and Felix Jones both in the backfield, sometimes taking wildcat snaps? Nobody could stop them. This dude, I think, could have broken his way to that rotation with his ability.
All right, White here.
Sick.
The give to the back. Just does not like to be discarding guys and getting to the 21.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that 2nd down really manageable. It's a great job by the offense.
Zach.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3.
And finally unlocked.
On the run, it's Russell. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll try the run. Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. They'll try to drive ahead on 30 short. And he rolls into the house.
Oh, it's on here, sorry.
All the reason why I love Frank Rose when he is because they didn't push it for him to move up to the ranks of the who was on his ranks that's better than him that they skipped over and stuff. He said, we got to be great. Yeah, possibly he was showing us, but he's not there yet.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this.
Georgia is currently up big in this moment.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, he would have gone to the back and Stephen Smith. I mean, Stephen Smith. What the y'all expect me to do? Slap him basic because the place we was in, third quarter, it was during the whatever called halftime, whatever. He said if I would have been saying something to him, it would have sparked a confrontation. And trust me, it wasn't finna be no Will Smith and Frank Ross situation. That nigga went 2 pounds and he said the next 50 pounds, 6 foot, some nigga would hit me. I would have stolen that nigga too. He said, I would have got my ass foot, yeah, but I wouldn't think they slapped me. I'll send it to you. Give a brown ball
Any kind of retort without making a scene. It was during the third quarter. It was fresh out of a timeout. It was him walking to the basketball court. It was on national television. The cameras were rolling. And had I done something, what do y'all want me to do? You want me to act? You want this to be a reincarnation of Chris Rock and Will Smith? And let me state for the record that while we bring up that, let me assure you it wouldn't have gone down like that. I would have gotten my ass kicked. Because had that man put his hands on me, I would have immediately swung on him.
Immediately.
That I'm not going to tolerate.
It's some funny shit.
There was no fear in my mind about it. It was shock. Because as I have repeatedly stated, I was not talking about his son. I was talking about him. Any kind of retort without making a scene. But don't the truth matter? Because there's one person in this ordeal that's telling the truth. And it's me.
I don't lie.
His ass lies a lot.
They be doing
and
big
there's a lot of
shit.
shady stuff that he does. And one of the things is his passive aggressiveness. And the two-facedness. And smile in your face and dig you behind the back.
Pause.
I happen to know that about him. Which is why I don't like him. And he don't like me. But it doesn't stop me from being fair and calling it like I see it. We ain't exchanging Christmas gifts. We ain't having Thanksgiving dinner together. What you bring your son up in there for? What you bring your family up in there before? You gonna go on Pat McAfee show, talk about you gonna protect your house. What you talking about? And I just want to say for the record, LeBron James is full of it. And in this particular instance, as it pertains to his son, he is a liar. And he went on national television today, and he lied again. You see, when he approached me while I was sitting courtside at that game against the New York Knicks, when he rolled up on me, I didn't know he was going to roll up on me. I had no idea. But when he said what he had to say, I was in no position to give any kind of retort without making a scene. It was during the third quarter. It was fresh out of a timeout. It was him walking to the basketball court. It was on national television. The cameras were rolling, And had I done something, what do y'all want me to do? You want me to act? You want this to be a reincarnation of Chris Rock and Will Smith? And I just want to say for the record, I have not been talking about Bronny James. I have not, as LeBron James accused me of doing to my face, been shitting on his son.
Oh, now he said he would walk to the way to shit on my son.
Two brothers I love dearly. When they were talking about this, even though 99% of the stuff they said was right, it was not clapping back at his son. Your second-round pick, 55th overall, there's been plenty of second-round picks that have worked their way up through the ranks before getting to the pro level. Me pointing that out about his son and talking about how his son has been pushed to the forefront, thereby put in a line of fire for folks in the media to come at him, is not denigrating that he's not ready yet. But based on what we've seen from Bronny recently, there are indications that he will be. And as LeBron James pointed out on the Pat McAfee show today, it's probably sooner than later because his growth and his maturation from just a year ago has happened by leaps and bounds. Nothing but respect and appreciation. Wishing Bronny nothing but the best. This is not about Bronny. This is about LeBron.
I mean, he got a grown man. He got a little man, Bronny.
Of course I talk about him. Of course I talk about anything relevant in the news. LeBron James continues to lie. He hoodwinked y'all into thinking that he was upset about criticism about his son. If your son is a professional basketball player, and I was talking about your son as a basketball player, since you just went on Pat McAfee's show and said you would never knock anybody for talking about the game, then what is it that I said? And as LeBron James pointed out on the Pat McAfee show today, it's probably sooner than later because his growth and his maturation.
Which leads obviously to you and Stephen A. Hey, legit, that feels like a moment that had been brewing for a long time.
He's like on a Taylor Swift tour run right now.
Oh yeah, we're watching. Yeah, we're all seeing it.
Oh yeah.
You're seeing it as well.
So this, he literally, it started off with, I didn't want to address it. I didn't want to address it. I wasn't going to address it, but since the video came out, I feel the need to address it. Are you kidding me? If there's one person that couldn't wait to the video to drop so you could address it, it's your ass. Like seriously, it's and like another, he completely like missed the whole point. The whole point. Never would I ever not allow people to talk about the sport, criticize players about what they do on the court. That is your job, to criticize, or
which leads obviously to you and Stephen A.
Size, or to be in a position where, okay, if a guy's not performing, that is all part of the game. That's all part of the game. But when you take it and you get personal with it, it's my job to not only protect my damn household, but protect the players. And I think a lot of the media, including him, and I know he's gonna be happy as hell. He's gonna be smiling from ear to ear when he hears me talking about it. Oh my God, he's gonna get home and grab some ice cream out of the fucking freezer and sit in his chair and his tiny whiteies on the couch.
I hope at some point you two do get a chance.
But you're right. Like relax, bro. Like relax. Like seriously. Size.
What do you make of LeBron confronting you in the aftermath of that situation?
I thought it was weak. I thought it was some bullshit. But in the moment, I knew that I was listening to a father. Here's what happened. I'm represented by William Morris Endeavor. The founder of William Morris Endeavor, Ari Emanuel, had courtside seats right next to the Lakers bench. He had Larry David with him, star of Curb Your Enthusiasm. I'm sitting with them. I get there in the first quarter. I'm sitting courtside, and I stand up, and then I got my head turned.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arkansas! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And after the stop, Ed is going to put a bow on this first quarter. A 3rd down try for the offense. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break.
Get set, get set.
Throw, it's Marshall. Fires one high and deep. Snags it on the right. And he's brought down after a huge completion. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, and ultimately get some points.
Wide out in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit. Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. Finds a crease at the 20. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking for a productive play on first down. They move the tight end all over. Looking for a crease. It's Russell. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Just feeds the running back. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down.
Oh, yeah, that's
running
definitely
backs are
not
so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it a little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Pulls it in. It's Hill. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. And the Razorbacks have this offense rolling. The give. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
The Razorbacks will snap it on 1st and 10. Power football with the run. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Balls at the 25.
Nice run there on first down. You know this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football and let him get lathered up.
Trying play action. Looking to the big tight end. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. A first down run in the red zone. He steps and powers and works his way, and they finally get him down to the 2.
I know the passing game sells, and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
They moved him forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Number 37 set to kick this one away.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Steps away to find some room. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
And this sophomore quarterback just put it out there a little too far. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Jayhawks.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Trying to escape and get it himself. He throws into the middle of the field. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Couldn't make the connection on 1st down. Now here on 2nd. Looking to throw, it's Green. Pocket starts to collapse. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the 1st down, and keep this drive going.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Right back to the well. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
Yeah, the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, clearly always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard.
So to keep the run for the big head.
Reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Way too close to punt, way too far for the field goal. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Getting late here in the 1st half, they'll have a chance to make this a 1-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points, and you want to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the 2nd half, because obviously if you built yourself a little bit of a deficit, you need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment. They've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Back to throw, it's Marshall. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this: we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you,
and they got him for the sack.
I personally love aggressive defense. I love it. Bringing the strong safety down, blitzing that sucker in there to get the quarterback moving. Get that guy on the ground. Nice aggressive play call by the defense.
Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. It's caught. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38, and it'll be 1st down.
Yeah, and way to be creative. Way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that 1st down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
They'll throw it on 1st down. They're trying to get to it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the... Trying to make magic on the scramble. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a 1st down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Back to throw. It's Green. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his man. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 2nd down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the Razorbacks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Pulls it in the end zone.
That's tough.
Touchdown, Arkansas.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
It's 1st down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere there today in Lawrence. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. And with that, let's kick it back to the guys at Kansas Memorial Stadium.
And the Jayhawks will boot away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room and not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Line gets set, first down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Looking to go up top on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the quarterback's receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Looking to throw, it's Green. Get it out on the screen. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
Pretty good job of running to get to there to the 32.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They're setting up the screen. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, still short of the first down.
Love the execution there at the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D-linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Lining up, trying to convert this third and short from the 40. They'll try to run for it. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
So far, everything's just seemed to work for this offense when they wanted to run the football. Regardless of what down and distance it is, they're able to get it done. Up front, getting a lot of push, and these backs are finding the holes.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
They'll go to the ground. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
I think they call that knowing they were playing a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
Shoots it to the left. There were serious revolutions on that third down pass, but it's incomplete.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody to duck their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Santa Powell or Wilson?
The give and the run on fourth down. The Razorbacks get it past the sticks.
Well, that is a gutsy play call on that fourth down. I think everybody here in the stadium, including myself, was expecting them to try to throw the football, but they ran it and caught the defense off guard.
Going up top on first down. Going for the big play. And he's got it at the 10. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
That's good.
And the stomping has commenced.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go-round, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough. They get run by, he makes the catch, and then runs it into the end zone. So they're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top, because this guy's speed is a problem.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. UTEP overcame a sloppy start and just put the finishing touches on a notable road win. And to pick yourself up and dust yourself off away from El Paso, these Miners gotta be thrilled with the result. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Off the play fake on first down. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that too because it's obvious the defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the quarterback to run.
Off the play fake. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Marshall. And they're not quite in rhythm there, it's incomplete. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
Bringing it back, it's Anthony. Was looking for more running room and found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean,
there he goes down the right side. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. And the Razorbacks are threatening in the red zone. The run from the shotgun. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Quarterback will audible. Dropping back, it's Green. Feeling some heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Razorbacks moving quickly to the line. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. And he goes down after making the grab. Picks up a few, but still short of the first down.
I mean, good news here. They get the
timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. And the Razorbacks have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some ballers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving...
Touchdown, Arkansas! And the route is on.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to tack one more under that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Kansas offense returns to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Running with power. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. To the ground with the back. Gets it out to the 20 after he picked up the 30.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him out of the run game. You've got to do a lot of this.
Fires to the tight end. They'll wrestle it down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Speeding down the left side. The 20. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Kansas. And once he got loose, it was all over.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets to his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up. These guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintain the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Anthony. They'll move the chains after he gets into the 43-yard line.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the 1st down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage zone.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit, too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling. And
he's taking the shot. And they wanted it all with that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away past it.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Buys a little extra time. And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. First down to start the drive after the break. Dropping back, it's Marshall. Fires to the big fella. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. He's looking to throw it. Quickly out to the tight end.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Now facing a third and long. Back to the air one more time. He'll get rid of it. And you'd like to think this sophomore wouldn't make a habit of trying to force passes into double coverage like that. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Coming after it. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a fourth down stop.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter. And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Looking down the middle. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play. And they'll... When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.